came in heels, but she left out on a cozy. Hey, I'm living every 24 like Kobe did. Shout out to the 6, RIP to 8. Swear it's getting 8. I'm on 10 for the cake. Get a lot of love from 12, but I don't reciprocate. 51 division, stay patrolling when it's late. 21 my Eddie, so the knife is on the gate. All the dogs eating off a Baccarat plate. See Drake and they underestimate. Take it from a vet, that's a rookie mistake. Ayy.
You're splitting down even your hands to the sky. Surrender yourself. And I wonder why I tear myself down to be built back up again. Oh, I hope somehow I'll wake up young again. All that's left of myself, holes in my false confidence. And now I lay myself down and hope I wake up. Wonder why I tear myself down to be built back up again. Oh, I hope somehow I'll wake up young again. All that's left of myself, holes in my false confidence. And now I lay myself down and hope I wake up young again. Hope I wake up young again. Hope I wake up young again.
And now, your host for the evening, Nikki Sun.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Wow. Well, welcome to the 6th annual Dragon Kim Challenge. I know we are all over the place. We have Arizona in the house. I know it's also being live streamed as well, so thank you for representing Arizona. How about Nevada? Oh my gosh! We got the good seats. Nevada representing. Okay, and how about California? All right. Well, my name is Nikki Sun. I'm going to be your MC for this evening. And before a video shows you what I've been doing in the past, I wanted to give you a little background of what the Dragon Kim Foundation has been doing for 2023. So please direct your attention to the screen, and here's what they've been up to.
Dear younger me, where do I start? If I could tell you everything that I have learned so far, then you could be one step ahead of all the painful memories still running through my head. I wonder how much different things would be, dear younger me. Do I give some speech about how to get the most out of your life? Or do I go deep and try to change the choices that you make? 'Cause they're the choices that made me. And even though I love this crazy life, sometimes I wish it was a smoother ride, dear young me. Dear young me. Oh, if I knew then what I know now, condemnation would have had no power. My joy, my pain would have never been my worth. If I knew then what I know now, would have not been hard to figure out what I would have changed if I had heard. Dear younger me, it's not your fault. You were never meant to carry this beyond the cross. No. Dear younger me, you are holy, you are righteous, you are one of the redeemed, set apart a brand new heart. Oh, you are free indeed. In every mountain, every valley, through each heartache you will see. Every moment brings you closer to who you were meant to be, dear younger me.
few years or so. Paris to China to Colorado. Sometimes there's airplanes I can't jump out. Sometimes there's bullshit that don't work. Now we got our stories, but please tell me what there's to complain about. When you're happy like a fool, you let it take you over. When everything is out, you gotta take it in. Oh, this has gotta be a good life. This has gotta be a good life. This could really be a good life, good life. I say, oh, this feeling that you can't fight. The city is a fire night. This could really be a good life, a good life. Hopelessly, I feel like there might be something that I'll miss. Hopelessly, I feel like the window closes so quick. Hopelessly, I'm taking a mental picture of you now. 'Cause hopelessly, the hopeless we have so much to feel good about.
Hi everyone, my name is Caleb Shahara. I had the privilege of being one of Dragon's friends growing up, playing soccer and concert band in middle school. Two things me and Dragon had in common are that we were consistently dirty, rolling around in the ground, and we both produced a lot of sweat. I think you would be proud to see I cleaned up kind of nicely today. Dragon was the most kind-hearted and charismatic and especially reckless people I've ever met. The poem I am about to share truly embodied Dragon's outlook on life and shows that he was beyond his years, even looking past all the crushes, grades, dances, and journey to get a six-pack. It is one of hope, open-mindedness, and urgency that we go forward living his legacy. Dragon would have graduated by now, and it is crazy to think about all that he has accomplished. But his dream has already blossomed, given life by all the support by everyone who came today, watching online, and the amazing work done by the Dragon Fellows. I just want to say thank you for your support, for supporting Dragon and his family who continue to spread his story and impact so many lives. As you look towards the stars tonight and every night, let his words resonate in your heart and be on display through our actions. I will now present Live Life by Dragon Kim, accompanied by a string quartet rendition of Dear Theodosia. Life is a gift, so live it to the fullest. Grow happy and gaily, for you have only one shot. Life is what you make it, so make it amazing. Don't live in the shadows of the world. Life is a game, so play to your heart's content. Don't let anything hold you back. Life is limitless, so shoot past the stars. Don't let the weight of the world bring you down. Life is given, so give to those who need it. And in return, others will give to you. Life is fleeting, so don't chase it, run with it. Life is beautiful, so open your eyes. Let the light from the world shine on your face. Life is gone, but do not cry, for you were just visiting.
the motive?
Without a doubt, Phoebe.
If the cast of Friends suddenly all became suspects in a murder mystery, who did it and what would be the motive?
Without a doubt, Phoebe.
Hi everyone, this is Nikki Sun with MovieWeb. Today we're at the red carpet premiere of Disney and Pixar's latest animated film, Turning Red. So let's go check it out. How does it feel to be a writer for the first Asian-led Pixar film?
You know, until you just said that, it hadn't really hit me.
And it's hitting now.
It's hitting me right now.
Feels like it's about time.
Was there a moment that you wanted to go, this is my plane, and then kick the ball off?
I did say that many times, but they cut it out the movie.
This is the first time I'm talking about it like in an interview like setting.
Exclusive! When do we start shooting for that?
That depends on Andrew Garfield's schedule. No, I'm kidding.
How would you describe this movie to your grandmother?
My grandmother?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, why should she see it?
Oh my god, should she? I don't know.
I don't know. The stuff that my grandma says about her husband, I'm like, she's gonna love this film.
I've been working in this field for over 12 years now. I just gave a keynote at my alma mater at UC Davis. Go Ags. And what I was telling the students when I was in their shoes years ago is I would have wished I knew that I was enough. What I ultimately want to do is just add a perspective. We talk about social media, and I see you on TikTok and Instagram as well.
Anytime someone says they look at me on TikTok, I get embarrassed, and Mackie's trying to find the phone.
We'll find it later.
No. I feel very Bay Area energy from you. So
Oh, do you? Thank you.
Yeah, it's true. It's Nikki. It's all Nikki.
It's all Nikki.
It's time to do this. It's time to interview with Nikki. This is what God feel like.
I'm great, Nikki. What an introduction.
Your time will come when it's meant to be, and that time is going to be so beautiful for you.
I think there's quite a few people like bursting in tears, Nikki.
If the cast of Friends suddenly... So that was me. I think that was supposed to play before, but it's me again. Again, my name is Nikki Sun, and welcome to the 6th Annual Dragon Kim Foundation. I want to just give it up one more time for Caleb and the beautiful quartet honoring Dragon Kim. If we could all put together a round of applause for that. You know, this is new to me. This foundation is very new to me. And then when I met this next person I'm going to bring up, it's just been such an emotional journey, but at the same time, incredibly impactful to see what Dragon's dream was to be manifested and created into this. Over 7 years of incredible work by young people. I know a lot of this is like 47 projects, 81 fellows. So if you are a fellow today, please stand up, make some noise. Where's the fellows? I know there's 81 fellows. High school students from Arizona, Nevada, California to create incredible visionary pieces of impact in your community. So I congratulate you all. Also, I know it couldn't be happening without the families. So do we have families of the fellows and the finalists? I want to give you your flowers and recognize you as well. Thank you for raising such wonderful young adults. And also to our mentors. Do we have mentors in the house today? These mentors met with the students weekly over a 7-month period, and today, out of 47 projects, which I want to recognize, we have 4 finalists today vying for an extra $5,000 today. And obviously, none of this could have been happening without the Dragon Kim Foundation. So I'd like to introduce the co-founder and director of the Dragon Kim Foundation, Daniel Kim, to join me on the stage. Give him a round of applause, please. Oh, I can share mics with you if you want. Come over here.
I'm a little shy.
Oh, come on. I'm here with you.
Okay.
All right. Can you tell us a little bit about the Dragon Kim Foundation for those of us who may not be familiar and what it's meant for you to see the impact that has happened in communities in Arizona, California, Nevada?
It's awe-inspiring. It's both joyful, it's sad, and then it's back to joy, and an incredible amount of gratitude. And that word sadness may not fit in the situation, may not fit in today's celebration. And that is true. But every time there is something wonderful about what all of you guys have done, I'm not only filled with gratitude, but I'm also reminded that I long for my son. And when I see those pictures and hear that music, it brings me back to that day. And so that part's sad, but yeah, but it also reminds me of the gift that he left behind for us, for me especially as a man and as a dad.
Thank you for sharing that, Mr. Kim. And yeah, please give a round of applause. As I recall, I think that was Dragon's favorite song, correct?
It was. He listened to that thing over and over and over again. He and his sister both, so.
Well, please tell me about this music program that your son was about to start before, and kind of like, just give us more information on Dragon.
Sure. I don't know if you guys noticed in that slideshow, but that boy loved his hair. And I'd like to think that he was a pretty good-looking boy. Right?
Very handsome.
Yeah. You know, he does get a lot of that from his mom, certainly, and maybe a little bit from me. But he loved his hair. He was a great athlete. He was a great student. But most of all, he loved music. And he wanted to take what he loved and help his community. And that was one of the things that we always emphasized in the house, was community service. And he really took that to heart. And you know, on his passing, I realized some of the gifts that he left behind. It's not only those memories of his hair or realizing that he was a poet, but that he really had a heart and a gift for wanting to help people. And so that was the inspiration. I no longer have Dragon, but I have the inspiration and the gift of new inspiration in my life. And that is the foundation. Grace and I started this foundation really weeks after he passed away, because we realized that although we were both crumbling, we needed to honor Dragon. And that was his project. He had it set in motion. He had talked to Taryn Schaefer at OSHA, and OSHA loved the idea and wanted to get it going. But unfortunately, 2 weeks before school started, we lost him. And so it was only natural for us to start it. And that's the origins of the foundation and how it all.
Thank you for sharing that. And also, I know Grace is here. I would just like to recognize Grace. She in the audience. If she could stand, please give her a round of applause. Thank you so much, Grace. Well, also very much so, this is an event that also celebrates not only Dragon's life, but also to really get as much impact into these communities. So can you tell the audience, what is the Dragon Kim Foundation? What is the Dragon Challenge? How did you find all these incredible students, and why are we here today?
So the music program started, and we started with 15 kids, and that grew, and it was really one of those things where you gotta say, be careful what you wish for, because it might come true. And through a lot of hard work, Grace and I, in partnership with OSHA, the music program grew from 15 to 60 and then 100. You know, currently, and for the last number of years, it's been serving over 250 kids in Santa Ana and in Duarte. But then Grace and I, along the way, realized, you know, what else can we do? What about some of the very questions that we would ask the fellows? You know, sustainability. You know, how do you really measure impact? You know, what can you really do? And so we thought, you know, let's do for other high school students what we did for Dragon. Let's challenge them with the idea of, if money wasn't an issue, what community service project would you do? What do you have that you are passionate about And can you turn that into something that you can contribute? And so that was really the foundation of it. And as it grew, we said, you know what, we did that for Dragon. High school students, don't have experience, they don't have money, they don't have connections. And they get dismissed because they're high school students. But what we realized, not only from Dragon, again, the gift that he gave us, but in talking to other high school students have incredible ideas. They're sensitive about what their community needs, they're creative about how to approach those ideas, and they're passionate. And those things are hard to teach. We can encourage it, we can empower them, but those things are hard to teach. And they have an abundance of that. So let's leverage that. And so that's how the foundation was started. And in that first year, we announced it, and we got all these applications, but we could only fund 5 projects with 11 amazing high school students. And then the next year we went to 10, and then 20. This year we funded 47 projects across California, Nevada, and Arizona.
That's incredible. And I add, for those who are watching at home, tuning in for the first time, or here for the first time, it's not the winner of all of this gets the money. Every single project was funded, what, $5,000 each?
Up to $5,000, yes.
To really create impact in their community. That's incredible. You multiply that by 47 and you have 82 fellows as well. That's incredible work. Where did you get all this money from? Because I'm sure that we have a lot of amazing sponsors to thank for this and people who have contributed.
Yeah, I think you were thanking recognizing the brilliance in the audience there.
Very.
Right,
this
earlier?
is the smartest audience I've ever hosted in front of. And mostly also, are we the most joyful too?
Yeah.
Smart and joyful. This makes my job so easy.
We received a lot of outpouring from our friends, from family, from people we didn't know. And over the years, people recognized what we were trying to do, and they started contributing. I still had to twist the arms of some of the friends, which I love doing. And if you're a friend of mine, you know what that feels like. But yeah, we have been getting a lot of attention and contributions from people in the community, many of whom we don't even know. And so for that, we are incredibly grateful, because we could not do this work without your support. And one of the things I wanted to say was the smartest people in the room here are the sponsors, because you recognize what we're trying to do.
Give it up for the sponsors. Speaking of money, I know they are gonna be like, oh, we're a shameless plug. I will plug away, okay? So I wanna bring out someone very, very special to talk about how you in the audience can donate, contribute, so we can have more fellows. Please give a warm welcome to Amber. She's been working so hard, director of events, and I want to make sure she gets her shine.
Hello and welcome, everybody. My name is Amber Serafin, and I have the honor of being the Fellowship Program Manager. I'm very grateful to be with you all here today, and everyone online. How's it going? We've got all of our Vegas and Arizona fellows and families. Just so extremely excited to be here with you all. And as we just mentioned, we have lots of sponsors that really support the foundation in being able to continue on, because we can't do this without sponsors. And so for this evening, our presenting sponsor, we would like to give a huge celebration to Cox Communications. We've got Mr. Kim, who's still over here being shy. Come on, Mr. Kim.
Okay. Cox Communication has been a corporate partner of ours. They have been very generous. All of you that live in this area particularly, you probably have Cox Communication as your cable provider. And as you watch TV, every once in a while, you may see a Dragon Kim Foundation ad or a commercial. And we could not do that without the generous donation of Cox, who have provided many hours of broadcasting of those commercials. And so they have committed to us to broadcast everything that we do for the next several years. And so for that, we are incredibly grateful.
Yes, and it's not just Cox Communication. We have lots of other sponsors. So we would next like to thank the Sun Family Foundation.
Sun Family Foundation is, it has been a huge supporter. They are not necessarily a sponsor of this challenge, but we wanted to give a shout out to them because they have been an incredible donor and supporter, not only with money, but with their love and their heart. And so we always want to recognize the Sun family. So. Next is Joe and Sarah Chiani of the Massimo Foundation. Shout out to them. They couldn't be here with us this year, but we always want to recognize how wonderful they are to us and how generous they are. Choice Center, they are our community partner. They have been with us right from the very beginning, supporting us. They're graduates, people who participate in their programs, have raised hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars for the Dragon Kim Foundation. So we love them, they love us, they love the mission that we have, and so we always want to be able to celebrate them and thank them. So they are our community partner this year. Unfortunately, they could not be here, but we wanted to be able to recognize them anyway. So.
Yes, and we definitely have, we'll give it up one round of applause, yes. Thank you so much to our presenting sponsor and our other sponsors, and we definitely have more sponsors to celebrate later because we have so many people that have joined along this journey with us, and we are everly so grateful for that. So again, thank you so much for being here with us this evening. We are so excited to share just a piece of what this year has looked like for us in 2023. And as you heard Daniel mention, really just from starting at DKF1 to where we are today with DKF7, being across 3 different states with over 80 high school students that are really just diving into their passions. They're diving into their dreams. They're seeing the things that are missing in the community, the things that break their heart, and they're saying, I want to do something about it. And so this evening is really to celebrate the foundation as a whole, and we really get to celebrate our top 4 teams that are here with us. So we have a few ways that you get to stay involved with us this evening, and you can do that by seeing our digital program. So you might have received a handout as you walked in today. You have a digital program that has some information for you regarding tonight's event. But once you scan this QR code, so everybody take out your phones. I know everybody is well accustomed with QR codes now because anytime you go to a restaurant, they say, hey, scan the QR code if you want to see a menu. So go ahead and take those phones out. You're going to scan this QR code, and it's going to take you directly to our digital program. In that digital program, you're going to get to see all of these details that we're sharing. You're going to get to see more information regarding our presentations that will be happening tonight. You'll get to celebrate all of our sponsors with us as well, along with everybody who has made tonight possible. And you'll also have an opportunity to give back to the foundation and to support us in continuing these programs. So all of our donations go towards funding for our events. So one thing that you might have missed tonight, if you're new to the foundation, is that this fellowship program is completely free to our students. They get to come in and take a 6-month journey with us where they get to have mentorship, leadership training, and they come in for 3 training weekends, and then they get up to $5,000 to make their projects happen. And so all of that money that we raise from all of these different avenues go towards keeping the foundation running, as well as the music program, our scholarship programs. Everything is free to our students. And we get to celebrate big events like this. So one thing that we're going to be tracking tonight is our Give Lively campaign. And so when you scan this QR code and you go into that digital program, you'll see that one of the buttons on there is going to take you to make a donation. So if you are feeling inspired and you would like to get involved and contribute to making the Dragon Kim Foundation continue on, we are so grateful for that, and you'll be able to do that there. And there's one other piece that I'd like to speak into, actually 2 pieces. The first piece is all of our alumni. So I saw all of you stand up. I'm sure there were some hands that got raised online. We have added in a very special treat for our alumni. So if you are an alumni, make sure you're jumping in on that digital program. You're clicking on the button that says Alumni Check-In, because as soon as you check in, you are then entered into a drawing for a chance to win a $500 college scholarship. So don't miss your opportunity. This is your night. I know we've got a lucky winner, whether if you're online or in the audience. So alumni, make sure you check in. And also the second note for you is once you see all of our presentations, you as the audience are also going to have an opportunity to vote for your favorite project of the evening. So make sure you're scanning this QR code, you're getting access into that digital program, and you're gonna have everything there for you that's easy access. So again, thank you so much for being here, and enjoy our show.
Woo! Give it up one more time for Amber! All right, are you all ready for this evening? Oh, come on, are we ready for the Dragon Kim Challenge? All right, well, we can't do a challenge without judges, can we? So what I've been told is, like, if TED Talk had a mixture of Shark Tank, this is what the Dragon Challenge would be. So we need judges, right? All right, I'm introducing our first judge. How many of you love baseball? Okay, cool. Well, we are very, very honored to have the chairman of the Los Angeles Angels, who also oversees the Angels flagship radio station and serves as the president of the Angels Baseball Foundation. He is also actively and heavily involved in several Southern California charities. Honestly, there is no board that this man does not advise or serves on, according to what I was reading that bio. So please give a warm welcome to our first judge, Dennis Cool. Come here, Dennis, I have a quick question for you. All right, getting to sports, what is your game plan for this evening? What are you looking for as you are watching our amazing finalists present their projects today?
Well, being sports and being in business, we look for enthusiasm, we look for passion. There's a saying that says people either make things happen, they watch what happens, or they have no idea it's happening. So we look forward to that person that makes it happen, and that's what we're looking for tonight.
Awesome. Well, give it up for our first judge, Dennis Poole. Next up, our judge is the CEO of the Orange County Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and also serves as the Center Director for their Small Business Development Center. He spent the last 16 years in the banking industry serving as a lender to numerous entrepreneurs in Southern California. Any entrepreneurs in the house? I think you all should be making noise for that, right? What I've read from this bio is basically if you need money to start your business, this is the guy to go to. So please give a warm welcome to Ruben Franco. How are you today?
How are you?
Oh, wonderful. And what is your game plan today when you are judging our 4 finalists?
Well, I'm just with these other great judges, so it's going to be tough. But I think just finding out commitment from these contestants, what their commitment is. We've already shown commitment, but how passionate are they about it, like Dennis said, and all that. So we're looking forward to this.
Awesome. Well, you all have a huge undertaking this evening. Again, give it one more time for Ruben Franco. Last but certainly not least, how many of you have heard of Veggie Grill? Love Veggie Grill? I'm a huge fan, by the way. But yes, this next person is the founder and CEO of Veggie Grill, the leading 100% plant-based restaurant company in the U.S. This person is also the co-founder of Power Plant Partners, a private equity firm that supports visionary entrepreneurs with companies that deliver better economic nutrition in more sustainable and ethical ways. He has an engineering degree from MIT and an MBA from UCLA. Please give a warm welcome to our last judge, TK Pillid. How are you today?
Doing great, doing great.
All right, so what is your game plan?
Game plan. I think it's all about impact, lasting impact and passion. Making good things happen.
All right, well, it sounds very good. Give it up one more time for TK Pillid. These are your 3 judges today that determine the fates of our 4 finalists for that extra $5,000. But wait, just letting you know, the audience choice, there is an audience choice award. So just as much as our judges are judging our finalists, you should also keep notes of who you like to vote for today's and tonight's audience choice. Now, the judges, feel free to be seated. Now that we have the judges, we have some incredible finalists. So we have videos for each one, but I'd like to introduce our first. First of all, are we ready for our first finalist group tonight? All right. Give it up for team number 1, Creative Labs.
Hi, I'm Carson. And I'm Robbie. And welcome to Creative Labs.
Creative Labs is a one-week STEM camp that offers children in underprivileged areas a foundation of scientific knowledge through hands-on interactive chemistry experiments and engineering projects.
The camp ran for 3 consecutive weeks, ultimately reaching nearly 300 kids directly and over 1,000 people indirectly. According to a recent study, only 6% of students from low-income families graduated with a college degree in STEM, compared to a staggering 16 to 17% of students who came from wealthier families. To combat this statistic, Creative Labs sets children on a career path earlier in their educational journey so they can easily decide to pursue a STEM field in college.
Hi, I'm Robbie.
And I'm Carson.
And this is our project, Creative Labs. Did you guys know that 6% of kids in underserved areas will graduate with a degree in the STEM field?
However, 17% of kids from wealthier suburban areas graduate with a degree in the STEM field. Now, this statistic demonstrates the importance of a kid's economic situation, as it can greatly affect their future.
Well, what is STEM? STEM is an acronym that stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, and Creative Labs encompasses all 4 of these topics. What do we do? Creative Labs is a one-week summer camp held in underserved areas that we held at 3 separate locations: the Boys and Girls Club of Tustin, Jamboree Housing of Anaheim, and the Mix Academy at New Song Church.
Now, one of the most important things that we do is hands-on work. So every day, we would bring in a new chemistry experiment or engineering project and allow the kids to tangibly interact with the items we give them. Now, where did this all begin? For me, I've always loved science. And as a kid, I thought about many different careers such as marine biology, computer science, physics, but I could never just stick to one. Fortunately, however, in my sophomore year of high school, I took AP chemistry. And initially, I thought this was the worst decision I've ever made. I thought this was the hardest class I've ever taken. But I stuck with it. And it made me realize that I really love being in this lab setting. I really love having the struggle of trying to figure things out in that class. And it's made me want to pursue this for my career, as well as give back to the community and to students who might not have the opportunities that I did.
My inspiration for this project came with my own experience with STEM camps as a kid. It was projects like this dancing Bruno Mars robot that really got me inspired in engineering in the first place. And I really think that it is the reason that I've pursued engineering in high school and even made things like the Dragon Kim Foundation sign you see over here. So these camps are really amazing. They help you find your passions at such a young age. But there's one problem: the price. These camps will cost you upwards of $400 for 1 week, putting it completely out of the picture for underserved families and communities.
Which is why our mission is to lay the scientific foundation and inspire the youth to pursue the STEM field for a career without having to bear the financial burden of paying for these STEM camps. Now this is a weekly rundown of one of our camps. On Monday, we would do something like a milk experiment, and then on Tuesday, we would do egg drops. On Wednesday, we would build chemical lava lamps. On Thursday, we would do elephant toothpaste, and on Friday, we would build and test mousetrap cars.
So, taking a closer look at our egg drop day, we focus on 3 main principles: potential energy, kinetic energy, and directional forces. We simplified these principles for the kids and taught them how to implement it into their designs to better protect their eggs. One important skill in STEM and in life is learning from your mistakes, which is why we held 2 separate egg drops. On the first egg drop, the kids are given very little instruction and are told to just do whatever they want. But they are told to note down any mistakes that they make and ways that they can improve on their egg drop. Which is why on our second day of egg drop, they take what they learned from the first day and improve it and implement it into their new design to create a better protected egg. In the case of Jamboree housing, on our first day, only 1 of the 5 egg drops survived a 3-story drop. But then the kids learn how to implement what they learned from their mistakes, and on the second day of our egg drop, 4 out of the 5 egg drops survived a 3-story drop, except for this one right here. Over the course of our project, we worked with 5 different organizations. We ran 1-week summer camps at Boys and Girls Club of Tustin, as well as Jamboree Housing of Anaheim. We taught over 125 kids at the Mix Academy New Song Church, as well as had our own booth at the Illumination Foundation's Carnival for Kids to help spread the word about our project. Not only that, we received a $1,000 grant and sponsorship from Google Fiber.
Now our impact. Directly, we reached out to 291 kids. This includes anyone that participated in our chemistry camp, or chemistry and engineering camps. But it didn't stop there. Indirectly, we reached out to over 1,000 people. This includes family members of the kids, anyone that we reached out to personally and through social media to raise awareness and address the problem that we're facing. Now, our cost per kid was a low $7.65, which means our project is both sustainable and scalable if we were to expand it into the coming years. Additionally, we ran a pre-survey and a post-survey every week, and through our evaluation, we found that 92% of kids showed a greater interest in STEM after participating in our camps.
At the beginning of each week, every kid was given their own lab journals. And with these lab journals, they're directed to note down any observations, materials lists, directions, as well as questions they had answered. And the goal of these is for them to take them home to their families and spread the word about what they did at camp that day, as well as be able to replicate experiments at home and pursue STEM at their own home. So we impacted 291 kids directly, but the story of this young girl, JJ, at Jamboree Housing stood out to us the most. This is JJ. And on our day 1, JJ was very disinterested in anything we had to do. I didn't hear a word out of her. This all changed on day 2 with our density demonstration. This seemed to spark her interest. And from there, it snowballed with our elephant toothpaste experiment, in which she started asking so many questions about how everything worked, overall being extremely curious in what we were doing. To top it off, on our first day of egg drop, JJ took the principles that we taught her and implemented it into her first egg drop, which was the only one to survive the day 1. And she didn't stop there. On day 2, JJ took what she learned from her first design and implemented it into this new design you see at the bottom here. And with her team, created another egg drop that survived the 3-story drop.
This specific story demonstrates the importance of our camp, as coming into this, JJ had very little interest in learning and in science. However, she walked away from it having a newfound curiosity in STEM, without having to pay for an expensive STEM camp. So what are our next steps? What are our next steps? Over the course of the past couple of weeks, we've continued to maintain contact with organizations that we've worked with, as well as have been reaching out to new organizations, such as the YMCA, to hopefully hold STEM camps in the following years in those locations. Additionally, given the low cost of impact per kid, our project is easily scalable into the future while maintaining a low cost.
This is why we need your help to help bring STEM back into underprivileged communities. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure, yeah. Very impressive work there. How do you two split your roles?
Well, he's more the chemistry side and I'm in the engineering program, so we kind of fused them together. But we both taught each other the principles that we teach each other in camp, so it's not super one-sided, but we both work with the kids in class, if that's what you're asking.
I mean, just to add to that, in terms of marketing the program and making sure you have the volunteers organized, how do you divide your responsibilities?
So we have volunteers from our school. A lot of them we're just friends with, and they also volunteer outside of school. They're actually a couple of them are in the crowd right now. Woo. And they're very qualified. Some of them work with kids with mental disabilities. And the other part you mentioned was, how did you spread the word? We worked with a lot of organizations like the Mix Academy and Boys and Girls Club, who already have a lot of kids in the camps. And we just went to those locations and worked with the kids to teach them about science.
Yeah, so in the case of Jamboree Housing, we reached out to them about 2 months before the camp actually happened. And because of the reaching out early, they were able to make posters and put flyers around the housing units to better spread the word about their camp. And in the case of the Mix Academy, everything was already set up for us, so we're very grateful for that.
Thank you.
You're very focused on STEM. Would you think of ever expanding to other types of subjects besides STEM? You're in engineering. You're focusing on engineering. If you could take this the next step farther, would you do that?
Yes, I think we would do that as long as it's like hands-on work, because that is what we're both qualified in. And I really think that hands-on learning and doing your own projects is really, really, really good for learning. So I don't know if we're qualified for other subjects, but...
No, but I'm saying if you could do it, you could hire other people.
Oh, yes, of course we would, yeah.
What are the qualifications for picking the student?
Oh, for us or
yeah.
the...
For picking the student or...
our students or us?
Oh, your students. Oh. What are the qualifications? You said you went to Boys and Girls Club. Mm-hmm. How did you pick?
So our age range is from 6 to 11. So any kid that's like starting to have a curiosity in school, and that's really the main focus, is trying to build an interest. So in the future, they can truly have an interest in STEM going into like high school.
Yeah. Additionally, we tried to hold our camps in areas like Santa Ana is lower income community, which means they have less of a STEM education there. So we wanted to target Santa Ana and underserved communities to better spread to STEM.
Very good. Thank you.
You mentioned your age range. What was it again?
Around 6 to 11.
And what did you learn from that? Did you kind of think that you have to inspire these kids at a younger age to get them kind of on the path to STEM prior to making those critical decisions where they're going to go to high school, where they're going to go to college?
So one thing that really surprised me is I thought these kids would just have like very little interest. And some of them did, but the most of them actually were really interested in learning. It's just they haven't really been exposed to chemistry or science like this. So the main point is to have them be really interested at a young age so they can hopefully continue and foster their interest going into high school, going into middle school, or even college, and they'll maintain their interest in science.
Great, thank you.
You're out of the hot seat. You're off the grill. They off the veggie grill. All right, give it up one more time for Creative Labs. Ooh, judges, how are we feeling? Good? Yeah? All right. You ready for your second team? All right, give it up for Dear Me.
Hi, I'm Sarah Dang.
I'm Rohan Soni.
And we are the founders of Dear Me, a project working to maintain the mental state of kids dealing with chronic illness. This project started with my younger brother, Coven, who's lived with a kidney condition since he was 4 years old. His condition affected both of our families, so now we are creating a community for Coven and kids like him.
To do this, we created a film and an app.
The film features kids and experts who deal with chronic illness, and the app that I coded helps to bring positivity through journaling for these kids.
We hosted a screening event to debut our film and our app on July 21st to 124 members of our community.
Oh, sorry. After our event, a girl came up to me and told me that she felt a lot less alone after watching our film.
Oh, I'm glad we could reach her.
Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Dang,
I'm Rohan Soni.
and we are the co-founders of Dear Me, a project working to maintain the mental state of kids dealing with chronic illness. Rohan and I grew up together as friends and basically family. Being so close, we both noticed how my younger brother, who lives with a chronic illness, has increasingly become isolated from his community. We wanted to create a support system for him to know that he's not alone because there are so many other children his age in the same boat.
According to a study conducted by the CDC, 4 in 10 school-age children suffer from at least one chronic illness, and oftentimes the effect of their illness on their mental health is overlooked. Enter Dear Me.
We created a film with the goal of bringing awareness to these kids who previously felt invisible. Throughout the process, we had to overcome many obstacles, such as molding a complex yet relatable storyline, providing open, thought-provoking interview questions, and editing hours of raw footage to create a high-quality production. In the end, our film featured a series of children and experts who all deal with chronic illness on a daily basis. But rather than telling you, why don't we show you a brief trailer?
Rolling. Scene 4, take 1.
Childhood is a special time for kids to see and explore the world around them, but some kids live a different reality.
It was definitely hard to say how I felt because I felt that nobody understood and nobody would understand.
When you are listened to, you can feel really special and you can feel cared for.
I think it can get really lonely when you are in a close-knit environment, like a group of friends.
This is not going to be easy.
I like to try to improve on my empathetic listening skills.
I think that I'm pretty brave because I've gone through a lot.
I remember very vividly looking up this video of a girl. She was crying and she was talking about anxiety, and I just cried with her.
It was never guaranteed that it's going to be easy.
We needed to find a solution for these children, so we consulted with Dr. Dechu Pulianda at Cedars-Sinai Hospital, who said that journaling was a very therapeutic and useful tool, but one of our patients said that it felt like homework. So we created a quick, digital journal.
That's why I coded and created the Dear Me app, a digital journal that sends a prompt out once a day at a random time to capture raw emotion. To develop prompts that would actually stimulate feelings of positivity and gratitude, we consulted with Dr. Angela Carlson, PhD, who told us the best prompts were the interactive ones. She sat with us going through each and every prompt, telling us what would and wouldn't work. Here's how the app works. Once the user creates an account and logs in, they'll be directed to the home page. Once the prompt is live, the user will click the Upload Entry button and respond to the prompt, which is designed to bring positivity to these kids' lives. Now, unlike the top section, this bottom section here is the anxiety section, and this section is the same every day, so the user can see over a period of time what is causing them the most anxiety. Now, once they submit, similar to a traditional journal, they can always look back at their responses. However, they can't edit it, and this allows for an honest response. Now, if and when the user wants, they can download the responses, either just to back up the file onto their device or to share the file with someone they'd like to share it with. In the end, the app has a goal of providing a positivity and feelings of gratitude and providing a voice to the voiceless.
We are proud to say that when we released an Instagram trailer for our film, it received over 5,000 views globally. And in preparations for our screening event, 5 media outlets reached out to us wanting to cover our story. At the event itself, 124 members of our community came out to support the Dear Me film.
During the screening event, we're proud to announce that the Dear Me app and website were live. As of this week, we've had 732 app downloads and 358 website views.
Because of our sponsors, we've been able to accomplish more than imaginable when we had first dreamt of Dear Me last December. Through renting equipment at OSHA to unwavering assistance with our venue at the Newport Beach Civic Center to spreading awareness about teen mental health with KUCI, NAMI, and Hoag Hospital, To finally, the Dragon Kim Foundation, who's given us incredible sponsorship and mentorship. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors for helping us impact so many children in our communities. One of these children told us that they've always wanted to journal and that this feels digestible.
And perhaps one of the most meaningful and touching moments was when a close friend of mine came up to me and told me that said, "I think what you're doing with the app is incredible. I don't know if you know this, but I struggle with depression, and I think that this could really help a lot of people."
It's testimonials like these that motivate us to grow Dear Me. One of the most surprising yet common reactions to seeing our film was people feeling like they could see themselves in our interviewees. We then realized that chronic illness isn't the only issue affecting our peers. We want to address other issues like scholastic stress and social media pressures through a series of documentaries under the Dear Me umbrella. We will consult with more experts, grow our cast and crew, and continue to create high-quality content because we believe Dear Me exists to bring light and positivity to all our common struggles.
And when it comes to the Dear Me app, one of its biggest advantages is its ability to connect people with like conditions. And that's why we'd like to add a communities tab to allow these people to directly connect and support each other. We'd also like to see our app perform as a multimedia platform, allowing for not only text responses, but for photos, videos, and audio. And these functions will require additional funding for higher level data storage and outsourcing the advanced coding knowledge. What has taken me the past 9 months to code would take an experienced coder mere days. Now, my goal for the app long term is to develop it into a self-sustainable application, allowing for people to continue to improve their mental health without having me micromanaging the code, prompt releases, users, and accounts. And this can all be done with automation from AWS, Amazon web-based servers. Now, we all have our own struggles and challenges, but Dear Me can help increase positivity and feelings of gratitude in all of us. There are a number of studies by the National Institute of Health and Kaiser supporting the practice of journaling, and we want to share this tool with millions of people around the world.
But we can only do this with your help. Please vote Dear Me to help us continue to spread about this awareness and grow throughout the next year and beyond. And to everyone else, please follow our Instagram and check out our website to please help spread the word about Dear Me.
From starting in our childhood homes to standing in front of you all here today, to reaching a universal audience in the future, we know that this can and will change the lives of millions of children around the world. And we want these 4 in 10 kids to know that they can flourish like everybody else.
Thank you.
You mentioned that there 4 out of 10 children suffer from chronic illnesses, right? So, for example, in Orange County, we have about 600,000 K through 12 students, so that would mean approximately almost 250,000 students. So that's an amazing, scalable type of adventure that you guys are going in. Great job on the video and great job on the app.
Thank you.
Is the app, so you said the app's interactive, so if you adopt the app, does it prompt you at the same time every day? And then can you self-journal too as well when you have the app?
Okay, so for the app, as of right now, and I continue to want to make changes and edit it all the time, but as of right now, the app prompts you at a random time once a day because we were thinking that if we prompt everybody, let's just say, for example, at 7 a.m. in the morning, they might not feel so great on a Monday morning going to school, all the challenges they're facing in a normal life, plus their additional challenges. So we prompt them at a random time to capture raw emotion. So that means like they might be happy at a moment. It's just more variability so they can journal at random times. And in terms of self-journaling, that isn't in the app already, but I think that would be actually a really good and useful tool that would be beneficial because you never know. Maybe at the moment you're not into journaling, and so you can journal later. And I think that's a really good idea.
I just want to make a comment that I think your idea of journaling is the next step, and to expand on that. I find it very therapeutic for a lot of people. So
thank you.
I'd like to see to move on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would add that I just started journaling a couple years ago, and I think it's if you can make it cool and hip and easy for people to journal, that would be a big impact.
Yeah, thank you.
That's the plan.
All right, give it up one more time for Dear Me. Great job, guys. Great job. Wow, 2 down, 2 more to go. We're ready for our third team? All right, cool. cool. Give it up for Earthly Angels, all the way from Nevada.
Hi everyone, I'm Angie, and together with my project partners, Chloe and Hannah, as well as with the generous contribution from the Dragon Kim Foundation, we founded the Earthly Angels Project. Living in Vegas, we have noticed homelessness is a prominent issue and continues to worsen. My project partners and I grew up giving back to the unhoused, and it has become a passion for us. We decided that we would take our passion and use it as fuel to make an impact in our corner of the world. Through learning how to make our vision a reality and understanding our limits, many ideas came up on how to effectively impact the unhoused. We eventually agreed on hygiene kits with a resource card. We constructed and distributed over 600 kits and over 1,000 water bottles with the help of over 30 volunteers. The hygiene kits provided basic necessities every individual is entitled to. Our resource card provided opportunities for the well-being and mental health of the individuals. With your support, we hope to continue making an impact in our community and providing resources and support for the unhoused. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Angelica, and tomorrow is my 8th birthday, and I'm gonna give food to the homeless today.
What do you have in the bag?
I have chips, two sandwiches, and a water.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, I'm Chloe Fernandez Amato.
I'm Hannah Renai.
And I'm Angelica Gonzalez. And we are the Earthly Angels. Now, as many of you might have noticed, that's me nearly 10 years ago. And although a lot of things have changed, I'd like to highlight two key things. One being, in that video, rather in the past 6 months, I've impacted 650 people. Secondly, I've learned the severity of the issue. I've learned how serious it is. In the January 2023 point-in-time count, essentially a census for the unhoused population of Southern Nevada, 6,566 people were experiencing homelessness. And it is expected that 16,251 people will experience over the course of the 20. Let's rewind. The three of us were born and raised in Vegas. We grew up giving back to our community by volunteering at local nonprofits. And although we were young, we knew that we had a deep passion for this cause. As we've grown older, that passion has continuously grown deeper and stronger. When it came time to construct our project, we knew that we would get the opportunity to create a project that would showcase our passion through every interaction we made. That also meant that we would get to create a name that was just as meaningful as our project. Earthly Angels comes from the idea and belief that everyone on this earth deserves to be treated as an angel, meaning with love, respect, kindness, and most importantly, support. Our mission is to show the Vegas Strong community that there are resources and support in creating the life you want. Now, our Earthly Angels timeline. As we progress through our presentation, you'll notice that we're building it. In the first 6 months, we've distributed over 1,000 water bottles and 650 care packages. And in the next 6 months, we hope to do a pop-up at Nevada Partnership with Homeless Youth at their Feel Good Fridays, and countless more water drives. Our first step to making an impact was our care packing event. At this event, we had the help of over 30 amazing volunteers where we constructed 650 care packages in a matter of 3 hours.
The way that we, 3 teenage girls, decided to make an impact on the world as well as change our corner of the world was through our care packages. Our care package contained a tote bag, a blanket, 2 water bottles, a pair of socks, as well as a gallon-sized Ziploc bag containing toiletries such as shampoo, toothbrush, toothpaste, a comb, as well as we offered first aid items, feminine hygiene, as well as pet supplies. Now I'd ask if everybody could reach underneath their chair and pull out the Earthly Angels resource card. I'd ask that you look out over the resource card front to back, as well as notice a couple things: the size and lamination. As you're reading over the resource card, you'll be able to notice that we provide the resources for showers, shelters, warm meals, as well as other resources such as 24-hour emergency hotlines. Now, jumping back to the size and lamination makes our cards extremely versatile. They're pretty big, which makes them able to be used as fans in the Vegas heat, as well as placemats, as well as they're being placed on the fences as a sign. In the future, the Earthly Angels resource card will also be offered in another language such as Spanish. Over the course of 4 days, we held 4 main pop-up events. Our first day, we were located at the Las Vegas Rescue Mission, where we passed out 150 care packages, and the other 3 days, we were located in the Las Vegas downtown area of Owen and Maine. Over the course of those 3 days, we passed out the remaining 500 care packages on foot by carrying around 3 wagons, one full of ice and water, and the other 2 full of care packages. Although our care packages did provide waters in them, anybody who asked for extra waters we always gave to because we would never deprive anybody of hydration. Our pop-up goal each day was to hit a street 0.3 miles up the road called Four Master. Making it down the street was so important to us because it's very prevalent in the unhoused community. Fortunately enough, on the last day of our pop-up, we passed out the final care package on the corner of Four Master. On the last day of our pop-up, we were granted the opportunity to be featured on a local Las Vegas news station, KSNV Channel 3. On our news segment, we were able to share our experience, our story, as well as any interactions that we had with individuals. This news station gets a nightly viewing of over 14,000 people. Now jumping into year 5, 2028, the Earthly Angels hopes to work with the Las Vegas Raiders, Vegas Golden Knights, as well as hotels along the strip such as Caesars Entertainment. In this year, we will also be an established nonprofit with a 501c3.
Throughout our 4 pop-ups, all 3 of us had different interactions and different emotions. However, one thing remained consistent: the kindness that we felt and the kindness that we saw. On our last pop-up day, I spoke to a woman named Kathy. As I was giving her our resources and our care packages, she told us about how earlier that day, a man gave her his care package, thinking that we had already left and that she hadn't received one. She told us about how she was so happy and the kindness that she felt made her want to live another day. It reminded us why we started this in the first place and how everyone in the Vegas Strong community deserves to feel that same love, kindness, and support. The Earthly Angels directly impacted 650 individuals through our care packages and resources. The Earthly Angels indirectly impacted around 726 people through our social media and Channel 3 news segment, as well as 30 amazing volunteers. At our 4 pop-up events, we asked unhoused members to take a survey with us. On the survey, we asked them what they were in need of the most. About a third of them said that they needed personal hygiene the most. Another third said clothing, shelter, and nutrition was what they needed the most. And the last third said all of the above. Going forward, we will be holding pop-ups directly targeting what they asked for. The immediate next steps of the Earthly Angels include creating 250 care packages, which we will be passing out at the Nevada Partnership with Homeless Youth, holding multiple water drives as Las Vegas is a very hot city, adopting numerous angel tree children, becoming an established nonprofit with a 501c3, and most importantly, making it down Four Master. In 10 years, we will have broken ground on our Earthly Angels facility, established ourselves as a sobriety resource for unhoused to come and get sober, and most importantly, created a call to action in the Vegas Strong community. We look forward to seeing you all support us in unifying the separation that society has brought us. Thank you.
I think you said there's 16,000 homeless in the Las Vegas area, is that correct?
So it is expected that 16,251 people will experience homelessness over the course of the 2023 year.
Got it. And then how many are youth, homeless youth? You know what that breakout is?
I saw it when I was looking for our statistics, but I never wrote down a definitive number because they are youth, it's harder to get a direct count. So I wanted to make sure if I included one of youth, it was a specific number or a more accurate number.
Okay, thank you.
On your count, I noticed that you had reaching 726 people. Are they unique, or are any of them counted twice or 3 times, or are those unique?
So our 726 people include our social medias, so our Facebook and our Instagram, as well as our Channel 3 News segment. So everyone who is expected to watch the Channel 3 News segment at the time. We don't have an accurate number of how many people were watching the Channel 3 News at the time, but that's kind of an overview or a rough estimate.
Okay, thank you.
And do you have a plan to work with city resources, leverage them? Like, how does that fit into your overall program?
In the future, we definitely hope to work with state officials as well as city officials in our state, just due to the fact is their presence brings such a, just the publicity of it, it just brings such an awareness to the situation, especially what we're doing as 3 teenage girls. Just that alone is powerful.
Thank you. Great work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Here, let me go get the things.
All right, give it up again for the Earthly Angels. I don't know too much about baseball, Dennis, but I think we would say we're in the home stretch, right? We got one more. Okay, are you ready for our last but not least team? All right, cool. And how are we doing? You're doing all right? All right, awesome. I'm loving your energy. I don't even have to repeat myself. This is awesome. All right, give it up for our last but certainly not least team, Visions and Ventures.
Hi, I'm Ella.
And I'm Radley, and we are Visions and Ventures, a startup incubator for kids by kids.
We created our own hands-on curriculum that walks students through how to start their own businesses and become entrepreneurs.
This is our hands-on workbook that teaches kids how to budget, target demographic, supply and demand, credit, and much more. Let's break this down a little further. We started by teaching our students 30 minutes a day about lifelong skills such as how to present and how to be a team player. We also explained subjects such as profit margins and creating a logo for their business. Then we broke into teams to work on individual projects, each team fighting to be chosen as number 1 by our sharks. The teams were challenged to come up with a slogan, business name, and logo, but most of all, how their product impacted their community. They were forced to differentiate themselves from their competition as anyone would in the real business world. Now let's see our teams in action.
Do you want to be refreshed? Do you want to be cool? Then get the skin refresher today! This is Visions and Ventures! Yeah!
Hi, I'm Ella Pintar.
And I'm Radley Copps.
And we are Visions and Ventures, a startup incubator for kids by kids. Pop quiz. What do trampolines, popsicles, and swim flippers all have in common? They were all invented by kids. Kids have the imagination and creativity to come up with amazing things, but what is more important than the idea itself is the entrepreneurial mindset behind it. Just ask billionaire Warren Buffett, who started his own side hustle as a little kid selling chewing gum.
The fact is, every single person in this room is an entrepreneur. I don't care what you do for a living, you are an entrepreneur because you're a problem solver, a collaborator, a creative thinker, and the fact that you're sitting here right now shows that you believe in social change. And that's why I know you'll believe in Visions and Ventures, because we are already at the forefront of revolutionizing youth entrepreneurship.
I started my own socially conscious dog apparel company called Lulu and Bella.
And I bought and sold shoes online and gave the profits to homeless kids in need.
Through these experiences, we had loving and caring parents who were there for us every step of the way. We had mentors and people in our corner. But the students we worked with didn't have this, and that is where Visions and Ventures steps in.
Visions and Ventures is not just about knowing that these kids have these amazing business ideas. It's about understanding that if we equip these young students for skills for success, they will go on to leverage that and become successful in anything they do. We have revolutionized a curriculum to teach youth entrepreneurship.
We've made it simple, step-by-step, and engaging. We created our own workbook, which partnered with our 4-day program. We initially started by having our students align their ideas and turning them into different business projects. This is the exact essence of entrepreneurship, taking a passion and turning it into a project. Secondly, we had them go through budgeting, branding, and logistics of the materials they'll need to actually facilitate their different businesses. Then, we had them go through day 3, where they figured out their target demographic and their marketing analysis. And on day 4, they actually got to have their very own Visions and Ventures Shark Tank, where they pitched to our sharks.
We recognize that this is a very streamlined version of entrepreneurship, but this summer, it was a tremendous success. All of our students wanted to keep going. And are we looking for these kids' businesses to become the next billion-dollar business? Not necessarily. There is still incredible value in teaching them the skills for entrepreneurship.
For all of you in the audience, this is what 3 pages of our workbook looks like. Imagine what the rest 30 pages look like and what we can do in the future. So what are we going to change? Right now, we have one set curriculum for all of our students. We want to create a customized curriculum that tailors to our students' grade level, so they're able to get their wants and their needs. We want to turn our 4-day program into a 4-year program with continued mentorship and milestones for success. We want our students to be able to track their success along the way, and we already have people from our school lined up. One of them is actually sitting in the audience right now. So it's not so much about the skateboards or the flower pots that they're creating. It's about empowering our students so they know, regardless of their circumstances, they're able to create value. That when they see opportunities, they're able to seize it and take action. We created our very own roadmap for success, where we first align their different interests with different business ideas. This is what entrepreneurship is, finding a need in someone else's life and finding a way to create value. Next, we had them go through marketplace analysis, where we use a framework for problem solving, SWOT analysis. SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. This allowed them to actually understand exactly what the market needed from them and exactly what they needed to do. Next, they went through the materials they needed to create their actual physical products. After this, we had them go through budgeting. Through budgeting, they were able to see their math skills that they use every single day in classrooms translate into the real business world. And that's what every kid wants. Next, we had them actually facilitate their very own Vision Ventures Shark Tank Day, where they were able to see their products turn into life. They were able to not only share what they've done the last week, but also put themselves in an uncomfortable situation.
We believe that business itself is a driving force for social impact. When we're teaching these kids, we're training tomorrow's problem solvers, tomorrow's innovators, tomorrow's go-getters. The bottom line that we are teaching these students is that they are not defined by their circumstances, that they have opportunities to capitalize on, that they can turn their own interests and passions into tangible ideas, that through education, teamwork, and focused effort, that they can build something. Are we looking for these businesses to become the next unicorn idea? No. And we see that this summer was an incredible success. We have 10,000 kids with Breakthrough, and we served only 100 this summer. Imagine what we can do with that many more kids. We want to focus on curriculum development. We want to create mentorship opportunities for our students. And focusing on continuous engagement, we want to have monthly speaker events for them. And the mentorship pairings that they can do with us is just like what the Dragon Kim Foundation did for us. And third, for the students that want to stay in our program, an internship launchpad, because we realize that these opportunities are exactly the kinds of ones that these students can leverage to be successful in their futures. We opened with swim flippers, popsicles, and trampolines, businesses that turned out to be worth billions of dollars. Whether or not our students come up with those ideas, there's still incredible value in teaching them the skills for entrepreneurship. Who knows? Maybe they will have the next unicorn idea. But we can guarantee that regardless, they can walk away with skills that will set them up for success regardless of what they do in life. Teamwork, entrepreneurship skills, presentation skills, and most importantly, that they are not defined by their circumstances. That business is all about social mobility. That they can capitalize on opportunities, create momentum, and add value to others' lives and their own. And that's why the most valuable resource is sitting here right in this room. It's this Dragon Kim community. You guys are the future guest speakers. You guys are the future mentors. We've got 10,000 kids from Breakthrough. All of them want to be founders. All of them want to be entrepreneurs. All of them look up to you. Let's expand this platform so that more kids have the opportunity to develop their ideas, to get the mentorship they need, and to go on to realize opportunities that they never would have realized they had. Together we can revolutionize youth entrepreneurship. Thank you.
Great job on the book, by the way. That's really cool. Are there a lot of kids' books on entrepreneurship, do you know?
From the research we did, there were a few, but they're all like 100 pages and plus. So like nothing a 7-year-old is gonna like sit down and read or look at. So not parallel to what we created, but there are other books out there.
And then you mentioned a 4-year program. Is that for grade school age, or what is the 4-year? Where would that be?
That's for, it's a little bit about like tailoring our curriculum to different grade levels. We're gonna have curriculums that tailor to like either middle school age or high school age or even beyond. And we're gonna like make those curriculums more intense based on their entrepreneurship background and their age and their math background, and just make it so that we can just tailor this curriculum to any grade level.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah. Any favorite business ideas from the program?
I would say, so we had a really cool group who, they kind of created a custom skateboard, and their whole idea, all of them had to find ways to help their community. And so they created a custom skateboard, and on the front, they ripped up the grip tape, and it like symbolized that their community was broken apart, and using their skateboard Wheels for Love, they were able to like bring their community together by finding a mutual love through all people, and have something that works really for any age. And I think that was like really creative, and it was an awesome way to show it, and they honestly ended up being super passionate about the project too. And I think that was the best part, just being able to see from start to finish how passionate these kids got over what they were doing.
These are like 7th and 8th graders. Like this idea like blew us away when we heard it.
Great, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, for Visions and Ventures. Wow. This is so incredible. These were just 4 projects, right? And there was 47 this summer. So while our judges, first of all, give it up for our amazing judges. I am told that you now have the most difficult decision to go back and deliberate on your winner of $5,000. So I will say, why don't we join Mr. Daniel Kim off to the side of the stage? Oh, are you here for us? All right, it's time to deliberate, judges. Give them one more round of applause, everyone. And then when they come back, we will know who the winner of the Dragon Challenge is. All right, now the audience, you have been so great so far. So while the judges are getting off the stage, can everybody just rise? I'm sure you've been in your seat for a little bit, but just stand up in your chair, give it a little stretch. Yes, we're in the home stretch. We just saw 4 amazing presentations. And I love knowing that everybody in here is a friend of one of the finalists here, a mentor, an alumni. So why don't you just turn to the left or the right side of you and introduce yourself to someone you've never met before. And while you're doing that, I'd like to talk with my finalists. All right. If everybody could just slowly sit back down in your seats, that would be great, because I'd love to bring back all the finalists back to the stage. Please give a warm welcome again to Creative Labs, Dear Me, Earthly Angels, Visions and Ventures. What an amazing job you all did. Feel free to grab a mic. This is what I like to call Q&A time. I swear, I promise I will not grill you as much. But this is incredible, because I'm watching all of you present, and I'm like, wow, these are high school students. Like, what was I doing in high school? But this is incredible. You're creating impact in your community. So really, really amazing presentations. Also, just letting you know, these were the 4 finalists. However, there's 47 projects. So if you could, I'm sure the foundation would be appreciative of you going to dragonkimfoundation.org every single video for 47 projects are listed on there. Like if you could feel so compelled to just grab like a tea or a nice drink and snacks and just watch all those videos, you'll see so many more projects that have truly inspired and is the heart of the Dragon Kim Foundation. So I'm like really, really excited. I know you started first, and I know it's really, really hard to start first, so why don't I go with you all first? So this was Visions and Ventures, Ella and Radley. Tell everybody where you're from, first of all.
Okay, so I'm from Laguna Niguel, Orange County, California.
I'm from Laguna Beach, and we both go to St. Margaret's.
Amazing. So, first of all, how did you hear about the Dragon Kim Foundation, and what compelled you to apply to be a fellow this year?
So actually, a couple people from our school have done projects in the past, and I think we've seen them and just seen like how much of an amazing program this is, and how like what an opportunity it is to be a part of it. So we really just wanted to do it.
I love that. Now, can you speak to what happens at camp? Because for those of us, this has been a 7-month like ordeal, right? You applied in the fall of last year, and it's been a 7-month ordeal to get to graduation, also to the final gala celebration. So what went into, I guess, your fellowship time?
Yeah, so for Leadership Weekend 1 and 3, we were at the Dragon Kim Center in Irvine, where we went through like MBA in a box and different like technical business terms, which was super helpful for us. So that was really nice. But also, it was just pretty much leadership training where we would do different bonding activities with other teams or bonding activities within our teams, meeting with our mentors and things like that. But I'm sure you want to explain the ropes course. So.
Oh yeah, one of the bonding activities we did was all going on a ropes course, and there's this big zip line at the top, and you can do a front flip off of it or whatever. But I mean, the fellowship program, it's definitely an ordeal. We did a lot of work that went into this, and I think, especially for the 40-something teams that didn't make it to the finals, all of their work was just so much work, and I think they need to be as appreciated as we are.
Amazing. I'd love for you both to have a moment to just tell us who your mentor was and just any words you'd like to share of gratitude for them mentoring you through this entire time.
So our mentor was named Sean Nguyen. He's from Altus Law Firm, and I don't think he could make it tonight, but he was so, oh, he is!
Whoa!
He's there!
Can we have Sean stand up? Everyone turn around. I see him right there. Thank you for being a mentor.
Apparently he was here, so hopefully we can talk about this later. But yeah, he was super helpful. We met like every week, every other week. He answered all of our questions. I think the mentors for every single team were just so incredibly valuable to each team because when we were lost, they could just help us and steer us in the right direction at any time.
Oh, I love it. Well, thank you so much. I guess one last words of inspiration for any of those in the crowd who have not applied yet to be a Dragon Fellow. What would you say? Why should they apply and be in the position possibly next year?
I think speaking for every fellow ever, like I've definitely never learned so much about myself in the last 9 months ever as I have in the last 17 years. So I think it's just a really amazing opportunity, not only from Mr. Kim, but just everyone involved. You get to learn from all these adults who have gone through so much, but also all of the fellows and what they're doing. It's really an amazing experience to meet people you probably would not have otherwise met, and just like learn from everyone and have a good time, and also do something you're super passionate about.
Awesome. Well, Ella, Radley, congratulations for being a finalist. Give them one more round of applause, please. All right, and then we have, again, this spans not only California, but Nevada and Arizona. So we have a team of 3 from Las Vegas, right? So we have Angelica, Chloe, and Hannah of Earthly Angels. All right, ladies, please tell us, how did you all meet? And what was the story? Because I saw the video was you when you were very, very little. And now to actually apply to be a fellow and put your vision into action, that means quite a bit. So I'd love for you to share a little about how you met and why this project.
Yeah, so I've known Chloe since middle school, and we met Hannah through Choice Center at one of their trainings. And after a few months of talking and being friends, we kind of learned that we had similar, thoughts about changing our world and seeing, what's going on in Vegas and how we want to change that. And so that's when, we were talking, and around the same time, that's when some of our friends and mentors at Choice Center told us about the Dragon Kim Foundation. And so that's how we found out about the Dragon Kim Foundation. And we, talked amongst each other and we said, I think that'd be a great idea. We have the passion, we know we want to do it, let's do it. And so we applied.
That's amazing. And what has been the most challenging part that maybe was surprising to you? Like, oh, I didn't know laminating this many cards would eat this much.
Definitely. So yes, creating all the care packages, and I know they really worked on them, just making sure all those care packages were in order and just creating our resource cards. But one thing that we all kind of really struggled with was just getting our project off the ground to begin with. I think we all don't go to the same schools, so we all don't see each other every day. So it's just getting our project off the ground to begin with and just having times to meet and the courage to believe in ourselves. Something that the Dragon Kim Foundation really helped us with was the courage to actually go out and do something with ourselves and our fellows, I guess. They really supported us, and we've all kind of supported each other. So we've all just kind of become a family, especially the Nevada and Arizona one, because it's such a small group. So, yes.
Yeah, and shout out again, we are being live, simulcast, so we're also online. So for those who couldn't make it from Nevada and Arizona, it is streamed online. So could you give a shout out? Who was your mentor? What would you like to say?
So our mentor was Mr. Michael Moretti. He's here somewhere. I don't know where he is. Hi, Mike.
Where are we? Where are we? Stand up over here. This is so awesome to have mentors in the house showing up for these students. Brilliant job. What would you like to say?
Mike really was there for us when we needed him the most. He helped us come up with the ideas. We're 3 teenage girls. We bicker, we fight. That's just a part of life. Mike was really our center ground and our energy just to mend us all together. He was really, really helpful for us. He was the glue of our project.
What was your highlight of this experience to let other people know?
I know for me personally, just the highlight was meeting the other fellows, working with them, seeing their ideas, their passions come to life. Every single project through Cohort 7 was completely different. There was not one that was alike, and that was something that was inspiring to me. It was so many other teenagers have such big dreams and aspirations.
I love it. All right, give it up again for Earthly Angels. Thank you so much. I could interview you all day, but I know I have to get to the next one. So we have Dear Me, so Rowan and Sarah. Yes, so tell us where you're from as well and how you all met to be like, this is what I want to do. Would you join me for this?
Yeah, so we're both from Newport Beach, California. I go to Sage Hill.
I go to OSHA.
And we kind of connected over this growing up together. We've always been really good family friends, basically family, as I said in our presentation. And we kind of started with the origin story of my brother, and we looked around in our community and saw how much was going on in terms of chronic illness and mental health, so we kind of came together to create a project around that.
Amazing, and I'm glad that you teamed up for this because you go to different schools. So how did you find the time, what was the scheduling like for those of us who want to partner up with people who don't go to our schools but really want to create impact in our community? What would you say?
I mean, it's really up to your schedule if you have time, but we were able to make time because after I finished school and after Sarah finished school, we'd have to just, text each other really quick and say hey, we need to meet really quickly about the website not working or whatever the problem was. You have to be ready to kind of always work. So you're kind of always working, but then there's obviously times where you can't work and you have to say, I'm at school, I'm at whatever, I have a class. So, I mean, you just make time for it. And I think because some people who are going to apply and are passionate about their project, they're going to make time for it no matter what. So it's a challenge, but it's something that is not, you'll have much bigger challenges than scheduling your meeting times.
And I just have to ask because I'm just listening to you all. Well, first of all, were any of you deathly afraid of public speaking before this? So you guys are all experts. Okay, Robbie. Let's be real here. That's this is incredible to just hear you all young adults wow, again, what was I doing when I was a high schooler? But could you also give us some insight to the training program? What was the most surprising giveaway or takeaway from the training?
Yeah, so the training programs taught me a lot about myself, things that I didn't really think of before. I'm trying to think of a specific example, but I just remember so many moments throughout all 3 training weekends where I would walk out of there first thinking that was the most useless exercise I've ever done, but then I'd think about it for an hour later, and I was like, wow, I understand what the purpose of that was, and I feel like I'm going to be honest, I'm fully blanking right now. I can't think of anything, but I know that happened on multiple occasions. So there were so many little things that happened throughout the training weekends that could go unnoticed, but they didn't. So those are really interesting to me.
Oh my gosh, well now we call this the mentor highlight. I would love for you to love on your mentor and give him a shout out.
Our mentor was Miss Picker, who could not make it because she is sick today.
Wait, are you sure? Okay, oh, I'm sorry.
she's sick.
That took a turn. I'm so sorry. Get well soon.
But she was really great and helpful because she always spotted the details. We'd go through a lot of stuff, and she'd be like, "You forgot whatever we missed, or it's not centered." And so we were able to make our stuff really professional because of her. And she always made time to meet with us. She had many events. She was getting married. She did like she had a lot of stuff going on, but she still made time for us. So very nice of her.
Oh, I love that. Well, thank you again to Dear Me. Round of applause. You all were first, so last but certainly not least, we have Creative Labs Robbie. So you can go by Robbie. Robbie and Carson. Oh my gosh, so tell everybody where you're from and what was the inspiration behind your project today.
So we're from Tustin, California, and we're both seniors at Foothill High School.
Amazing. And tell us, are you guys friends before this? Or were you like, hey, I have this fellowship in mind, let's team up and do this?
So Carson and I met in our 7th grade math class when he helped me build a computer, and we got really close over the pandemic. And I proposed to him that we should do this project at Chipotle one day. We were having lunch, and I said, Carson, we can make a difference. Like, we could do something really cool.
Okay, I have a question though. Do you add guac or do you not? Do you skip?
No guac, but no beans and extra rice.
Okay. That's
double
different.
Double pico.
Okay, double pico. All right. Okay, cool. Might not be ordering with you, but okay. I'm just kidding.
It costs money.
Yeah, it does. That guac is guac. Okay. Yeah, could you tell us a little bit about your experience during the training program? What did you learn? Like, what was the most surprising thing for you?
The training program has really been insightful for myself. Pretty sure I'm scared of people. I think I somewhat got over that. You have to go out and meet new people, you have to talk to new people, and it's kind of crazy that I'm just here talking to a million people.
You can too.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I love that. And then for your mentor, could you give a shout out? Who is your mentor?
Tom Bennett, world's best mentor.
Hello, Tom. Could you stand up, Tom? Woo! Give it up for our mentors. What would you like to say to your mentor?
I just want to say, every time we hopped on the phone with this guy, it was just like we were looking at each other like, wow, it's just so much insight from a mentor, and he did such an amazing job, and we learned so much from him. Like, our entire presentation was guided by him, so we have to thank him.
Well, amazing. And is there one thing that you'd like to say to encourage people to join the Dragon Challenge next year?
No, if you're passionate about something, you're going to want to do it. You're going to be motivated. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. But you're not going to want to do it, you know? But if you're passionate about something, just apply. You'll have a great time.
Well, one more time, give it up for all our finalists. We have Creative Labs, Dear Me, Earthly Angels, Visions, and Ventures. I will move to the side if y'all want to take a picture of our finalists. But just letting you know, you do have the power for Audience Choice Award. So make sure you pull out, hit that QR code again. There is a button for Audience Choice. Make sure you vote for your favorite finalist today as the Audience Choice winner. But one more time, give a round of applause. You are free to go. Yes, and I think we want an update on our give. Which one? Oh, you have 2 minutes to vote, I am told. So it's not like something that happens throughout the rest of the time. So everybody pull it up on their phone. Anybody having issues? Because one of these teams' fate is in your hands. So make sure you pull out your phone and click on that Audience Choice tab and vote for your favorite finalist today. I was like, do. What? I don't remember which one that was. And while you're doing the vote, just a reminder for all our alumni. First of all, do we have any Dragon Camp fellow alumni in the house? Yes? All right, what is this? Is DK6? DKF6? 7? Oh, wow. Do we have any from 6 or 5 or 4? Oh my gosh, there you go. So just letting you know, if you missed out, even if you are watching this online, you have the ability to win a $500 college scholarship. And it's just for our Daniel Kim Fellow Challenge alumni. So make sure you are also in that QR code and clicking on the alumni tab and entering your name for a chance to win $500 just again for our DKF alumni. Oh, and I was like, what's over here? And I know we talked about the finalists. We got the 411 on the finalists, but I'd like to bring up a very special mentor to share their experience. Do we have a Jim Dunn in the house? Woo! Give it up, Jim. Please join us on stage. Very cool. It's like I can't see everybody. So there we are. It's a blur. Here's a mic.
Amber.
Oh, Jim. So you've been a mentor. How long have you been a mentor for?
This is my first year. I was actually introduced to the foundation about 3 years ago through Tony Drockton, who's a big sponsor and backs Dragon Kim for many years now.
Amazing. So what made you go, hey, I'd like to be a mentor?
Just the overall, the idea behind it. I'm an entrepreneur my whole life. I've had one job my whole life. And to see what Daniel and Grace have done out of a tragedy and have impacted so many people and literally changing lives. And I hope you both go to bed at night after seeing the love in this room and the people and how you really are making a difference in this world. So I applaud you.
Yes, thank you. So, as a mentor, how difficult is it? Because I'm sure we have many potential amazing mentors in this room who would love to mentor the next Dragon Challenge, right? Do we have any potential mentors? Because I'm going to be looking at you. But yeah, so what's involved? Because a lot of mentors might say, I don't have enough time, I can't give what they deserve, these students. So what was the time commitment for you? What does it look like to be a mentor?
That was a concern of mine to begin with, to be honest. I have a lot of employees and I'm very, very busy, but I believed in the cause and what it was. So going into it, I was a little hesitant. But understand, you guys saw just a glimpse of these super intelligent, amazing, articulate kids, really, comparatively. And Emma Lasur was and it was called the Comedy Lab, and she,
oh, we have in the house.
She was awesome.
Amazing.
She was awesome. Literally, it was, you hear like, who learns more, the teacher or the pupil, right? So we create the third mind, and Emma was so on point, and every time we talked and met, and I'm like, okay, check, and there's always some guidance and so forth. But as far as the time and other mentors coming in, and it's you get so much out of it. So it wasn't an exorbitant amount. Her and I would talk every Sunday, Zoom, meet, whatever may it be, and then of course the special meetings that we had with Dragon Kim. So the amount of time is so insignificant compared to what you're getting out of it as a person. So that's why obviously mentorship, we need them.
Yes, and would you do it again?
Oh yeah, I'm signed up. Yeah.
He's signed up.
I'm signed up. I'm good.
Woo, this is amazing. Give it up for Jim
Thank you.
Dunn. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, we have alumni, mentors, families. Again, shout out to the families in the house of all these amazing finalists and fellows for the Dragon Challenge. This is incredible. We're literally at the home stretch. Literally, while we're waiting for the judges to deliberate on the winner of $5,000 tonight, we have some other exciting things to also give as well. I'd like to bring Amber back to the stage to give us a live update of how much we've raised so far.
Yes, we are extremely excited. So, as we've all been together tonight, and I would just like to say, again, thank you all for being here. I do know we have gone over time a little bit, but this is just how much fun we have been having. So, I realize that we did not give another round of applause to our celebration entertainment. How about Magic for Teens? Yes. And then two-step. Did I do that right? Did I get that? Yeah.
Amber, we need to
yeah, ready? That's it. All right, and of course, last but not least, major musicality. Woo! Yes, so as you see, these have all been projects from DKF7, and they're so unique, and they are so individually intertwined with who they are, and really them just owning that within themselves. So I'm just so excited that you've all been able to experience that. And as we've all been together and you have all been donating, would you like to hear an update as far as to how much has been raised in today itself, September 9th,
Wait, we need a drum roll.
2023.
Drum roll. We need a drum roll. Yeah, we need a drum roll.
$9,016. Amazing.
That's incredible.
Thank you so much. Yes, it is absolutely incredible. So thank you again. Another award, and I see that the deliberation has come to a close, but we do have a couple other awards that we would like to present tonight. So one of our awards, and this is the first time that we get to announce this here at Dragon Challenge. So this is a really big deal, and there's actually a manifesto that I'd like to read to you, which we go over with our fellows at the beginning of the training year, and this is the Dragon Manifesto. We have an award that is the Spirit of the Dragon Award. And what it means to be someone who embodies that spirit of the dragon falls within this manifesto itself. Be more than a leader, be a dragon. The world underestimates young people. We are here to change that. A dragon knows life is a gift and lives life to the fullest. A dragon believes life is what he makes it and makes it amazing. A dragon works hard to achieve what doesn't come naturally to her. A dragon perseveres through adversity, even tragedy, to lift up others. A dragon is quick to offer a hand and unafraid to help, to ask for help. A dragon inspires others to find the fire in their belly. A dragon leads with head and heart. A dragon empowers other dragons. What if every person in the world lived like a dragon? What if we helped everyone discover their inner dragon? Together we can. And that is our Dragon Manifesto. As I said, we present to our students at the beginning of each year. And at the close of our year, at graduation, our cohorts had the opportunity to vote for the one fellow that they felt embodied what it meant to be a dragon. And now, I would like to announce our 2023 Spirit of the Dragon Award to, drum roll, T. Chen! Yes! Come on down, T!
Come on down! Woo! That's amazing. So the whole cohort voted. That's amazing.
Yes! And as she's coming down, since she's sitting up in the high top area, we want to give another thank you to our sponsors, all of our amazing, wonderful sponsors. All right, everybody, give it up for T. Her project this year was Happier, a journey to self-discovery. Say cheese. Yay, wonderful. And we have another winner that we would like to announce. So we're going to bring out our very fun way. Nikki, I need you out here for this one.
Oh, do you? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So we
Wait, put that back in.
Hold on.
Okay, there you go.
We've got an escape artist.
No
All right,
alumni left
So we're going to
behind.
give it a really good little shuffle. Wow, that's actually going really well. I'm not left-handed, but we're shuffling it up.
You're
We're getting
ambidextrous.
it. Yep, there we go. All right.
That's a lot of alumni.
Yes, we had lots of check-ins.
And again, it wasn't even
No
in the
looking.
beginning. I'm not
No
looking. But it wasn't even
So
just
this
in
is
audience.
everyone who was online or here in person. This is your opportunity to win a $500 college scholarship. And our winner is... All right. Wait, yes? Emma Lasur!
There's something going on in that balcony over there.
I'm feeling that over there. I love it. Yes. Come on down, Emma. And Emma was a DCAV 7 fellow as well. And she had project. Where are you, Emma?
Just making her way to the stage, walking fast.
There you go.
Faces passing a home band. There you go. Yeah.
Let's give it up for Emma with Comedy Lab.
Just verifying this is you, right? Okay, cool.
Yes, there you are. We need ID to double check. You have your ID with you? No, sorry, let's. Wonderful. All right. And now we would like to go into the moment that you have all been waiting for. So we see that we have our judges back in the audience. So we will bring our judges back up. And I'd actually like to hear from them. How did that go?
It was great. It was a very difficult decision.
Yeah. All right, so how did it go back there, you all? Like, was there like some fighting? Was there a rock, paper, scissors, or we call Rochambeau? Like, what was going on back there in deliberation?
I think we all have to admit, the three of us, that was the hardest decision we've had to make in a long time. It was outstanding presentations. Love the passion, love the enthusiasm, love where these kids are going. It's great to see.
Too much.
Yeah, I would echo that. It just made us all feel good about the future and what everybody here is equipped to create in the world, because it takes, whether it's business, community service, social impact, it takes leadership, it takes people, and you guys are the future.
And I know that we started with you first, but I want to make sure I give you your full moment.
Yeah, I echo what my colleagues, my fellow judges said. Basically, a lot of bad things you see in the world today, unfortunately. But when you see things like this today, you're very inspired. You do believe that there's a great future with these young people. I mean, they were just amazing. And it was the most difficult thing was making this decision. So we look forward to telling you who the winner was.
Oh my gosh, and one more, because we have Daniel. You're in there too. So beyond the judges, Daniel was also a judge too. What was it back there? Was there any like cat clawing back there? What's happening?
I gotta say that Dennis has a mean arm wrestle.
From the catching.
Yeah. No, it was a very difficult deliberation. Every team was incredibly powerful and impressive. I think you gentlemen would all agree that all of them presented incredibly well, and that it was just a really, really tough decision. But at the end of the day, it was a unanimous decision that they all came to.
All right, well, before we get to this unanimous decision, can I get all the finalists back on stage? I know that they're in the audience somewhere. Give it up again, one more time for your finalists. Creative Labs, Dare Me, Earthly Angels, Visions and Ventures. I'm sure you're all shaking in your boots, but you know what? At the end of the day, you all are going home dragons, so I think that's incredibly impactful. But please come to the middle. And as our judges, let us know who is taking home $5,000 again. Give it up one more time for your finalists, your judges, Daniel Kim. Oh, selfie time.
It's your show.
Now, before this, though, we also have audience choice, because I realize that this is the choice of the night, but the audience is the one that got to choose one of the finalists. So, do we have the results for audience and choice, Amber? All right. I will let Daniel Kim reveal who the audience chose as their favorite project of the night, and who is the winner of the Audience Choice Award.
Dear Me.
Congratulations to Dare Me, winning the hearts of our audience, not only here, but back home online. Woo! Amazing. Anything you'd like to say?
Thank you, guys. We love you.
Thank you again.
How much of your family is in the audience, by the way?
I don't know how much, but they're that area. You can see their hands.
See, strength in numbers. All right, well, congratulations to Dear Me. And now the moment we've all been waiting for.
Before we announce, I think that
Suspense is killing me.
I'm trying to build up the suspense a little bit here, guys. Okay. Anyway, I do want to take the time to thank some very important people up here. And if you haven't noticed, I wear a red hat. I know you guys have seen me with the red hat. It says dragon, and it's a very special hat to me. All the fellows get a red hat. The red hats, they all got it at graduation. The red hats are earned. And it's also a symbol of honor and of our gratitude. And so I would like to be able to present some red hats to our distinguished judges. So these are all customized with somebody's name. And this one says Nikki Son.
Oh, thank you. Not a judge, but oh my gosh, this is so cool. Oh, snap, I got my name on that snapback. Oh my gosh. I will wear it like Vanna White.
Mr. Ruben Franco.
Thank you. Wow. Very cool. I'm going to the Angels game next week, so can I wear this? Okay. Thank you.
Mr. TK Pillin. Last but not least, the coolest name there is, Mr. Dennis Cool.
All right, now is the moment.
Now is the moment.
Okay, I'm about to start again. Okay, now's the moment you all been waiting for. Are we ready to hear who the winner of the Dragon Challenge 2023 is? All right, drum roll, everybody, drum roll. That's a really slow roll. Like, no, we're not gonna reveal on that.
Drum roll.
Yeah, I even feel we could do a wave. But that's just me stalling. Okay, I guess I will let our judges announce.
Okay. Are we ready? We all ready? Okay. It was a hard decision, obviously. Chronic illness, homelessness, entrepreneurship, STEM. Those are all big issues, and they're all great issues, and we were just very, very impressed as judges at what we had to decide on. But there was one that stuck out to us. It was very close for all of them. And just, I want to say something on behalf of the Orange County Hispanic Chamber. We're going to make a donation to the runner-ups, so you guys continue your journey as well. And thank you to Daniel and the Dragon Kim Foundation. Just amazing work, and we're very inspired by what you guys do, and and do for the community. So thank you for all this. And just great job. Just amazing, great job. But our 2023, it is 2023, right?
Yes.
All right, okay.
Yes.
Dragon Kim Foundation Challenge, the Dragon Challenge, is Creative Labs.
Congratulations to Creative Labs! I would say, judges, why don't you join in that picture? I'll hold this mic for you. But could I have the judges also join in on that picture? Cheese. Whoa. Awesome. Give it one more time for Creative Labs. Wait, for Creative Labs, would you like to say anything?
She's saying, we're a little speechless. Gotta process this for a bit.
Wait, you're speechless? I think that's like the coolest thing to response ever. But yeah, how does it feel to be a Dragon Fellow winner and just be able to take your work and impact more people in your community?
This is absolutely crazy. We never thought we'd come this far. So I'm so excited, so happy right now.
Yeah, I still remember the first day we got our email that we even got into the semis. It would, like, we started running around our school. It was so amazing. But I'm really grateful for everything.
Robbie, are you shaking?
Yes.
Not that I'm trying to embarrass you, but you're really excited, right?
Are you sure?
Or is that anxiety? Which is it?
Anxiety and, yeah, we'll call it anxiety. Yeah.
Oh, come on. It's excitement, right? Congratulations. Congratulations, Carson.
This is so awesome. All right. And I want to say congratulations to everyone. Give a round of applause to everybody on this stage. I also like to recognize the board of directors for the Dragon Kim Foundation, if you can come up on stage as well. Also the committee who put on this entire night. Give it up for them. Please join on stage.
Hello.
One of the other things we also want to do is Tony Drockton, who is the founder and CEO of Hammett, always, every year, likes to fund additional projects. And so this year, Tony could not be with us. And so he has asked one of our mentors, but also his good friend, Jim Dunn, to be his proxy. So.
Thank you. So, like Daniel said, Tony couldn't be here. He is the CEO of Hammett, which is a luxury handbag for all you women. I can give him a little plug. So you go out and check it out. Amazing handbags. So they would like to donate an additional $5,000 to the, I guess would be a runner-up, but not runner-up, because they're all winners, to Dear Me.
Congratulations.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Tony. Go.
Oh, I was going to say, we have to start and end with our founder. So is there any last words that you'd like to say? Because this is a beautiful turnout. I mean, give it up for the audience here. This is amazing to see the impact that the Dragon Challenge has had on 47 projects, 81 fellows across California, Nevada, Arizona. I mean, anything you'd like to leave us off?
Yeah. As I said when I first started talking today, this is all about gratitude that I have in seeing all of you come out to support, seeing all of these amazing fellows, the mentors, the whole community, because we couldn't do this without all of us doing this together. And that was one of the things that I took to heart in all the grief that I had, kind of, spending time crumpled on the floor, which I think is understandable. I also realized that Dragon left a huge gift. And the gift that I see is in the incredible future that we have with these amazing leaders. And that's the points of gratitude. And to me, that's proof of the existence of God, for me. And so I love the love that you guys all put out. And I thank you all. I'm in incredible gratitude to all of you for coming together, not only this evening, but this whole journey. And I look forward to many, many more days. Next year, we are funding 60 projects. That's our goal. And the reason for that is there's not only a huge amount of need out there in our communities, but there are all that many more leaders that get to be empowered today. So thank you, and that's my last words.
And I would like to just say, because I'm not really sure that all of these projects were clear, that everybody wins tonight, because we have, as you have heard, we have 2 projects that have been funded an additional $5,000, and then our other 2 projects, Earthly Angels and Visions and Ventures, you have also been sponsored by Dennis Kuhl and the Angels Foundation, so you also have additional funding, $1,500 each, to be able to continue your projects. Yes. So everybody wins, and we get to continue this. And so this is a huge round of applause to the 4 of you projects, as well as to all of our DKF7. You all have done such an absolute incredible job. So a round of applause for everybody.
All right, well, thank you again. Thank you to everybody on the stage. You all have a wonderful night. And don't forget to go onto the QR code and give if you're compelled so we can have more projects like this. Again, thank you to the Daniel Kim Foundation, and thank you all. Oh, Dragon. Oh my gosh. Thank you to the Dragon Kim Foundation, and you all have a great night.